Are you still recording?
Yes.
Okay. So in the future, ask your dog to sit or lay down and then pet them after that for doing that. After a while, your dog's going to come start sitting in front of you and waiting for you to pet them. And I call this, and once they do this, then you can start petting them even though you didn't ask them to do it. They're doing it on their own. Now, this means the dog understands that doing something that the human wants is what the human is what's going to get me attention from the human. So the dog's going to come start sitting in front of you and saying, "Sit, look, I'm sitting. Shouldn't you be petting me?" And you should as much as you can. Just make sure you say the command word "sit" the same second that you start to pet the dog, or whatever the command word is, and don't say "good dog," "good girl," "good boy," "good sit." Just sit. Petting with a purpose is the easiest thing that you can do that will have the biggest impact on your dog. If you get into a habit of doing it, you can actually use a hand signal to put the dog into a sit without even having to say anything, and you can have a conversation with your mother or whoever it is at the same time. So I'm going to back up, keep filming, and I'll see if I can do it with Husker here. Husker. Husker. So what I do is I hold my hand like this because it looks like I'm holding something. Husker. I go over the head. Sit. So after a while, you can just go like this, and you're having a conversation with your dog without verbally having a conversation. Now, if you get in a habit of doing this and you always put your dog into a sit or lie down before you pet it, it's helping you engage in a mini obedience training session with the dogs every time you pet them without you spending any time or effort thinking about it. Dogs with separation anxiety often go in a panic state because they feel insecure. And so and a lot of times it comes from the dog thinking it has the same authority as its human. So if I get the impression as a dog, the only way I can get attention from a human is to earn it, and my currency is obedience, now the dog has to ask you rather than telling you. Now in your case, your dogs aren't telling you, but it still helps the dog feel better about themselves because they're earning their reward. It's not just being lavished on them for no reason whatsoever. That's petting with a purpose.